Oh my God.
This is a revelation.
This
I
is
didn't
really-
want right before we recorded.
Welcome back to season 6 of Fraudsters.
Wow.
Already learning so much about each other. This is the show. If this is your first time listening to Fraudsters, we are the show that deep dives into the world of the scam and the con and the fraudsters behind them.
That is right.
Why don't you guys introduce yourself? I'm Seena Gazdavi.
Oh, yes. I'm Ariel Lieti. Hey.
And I'm Justin Williams.
Now we can't have the hookah because Justin put his mouth all over the hookah.
We
Didn't
need
even
one
put
of
a
those
little
things.
attachment. Yeah, great.
If you're wondering, if you're watching this on video, you're probably wondering, like, where are we? Well, you're going to find out very soon. But it's so good, guys. It's been so long since I feel like we're like the Beastie Boys. It took 4 years to do an album.
We did.
We took a long time. I felt traumatized from the war on drugs season.
Yeah, so you took that time to heal.
I don't know if I'm healed.
Okay. Yeah, you're actually worse off. You're way worse than I
I decided to start a show about geopolitics in the meantime, which didn't really help my emotional state at all.
Yeah.
No.
But here we are.
Yeah, you got to stop doing shows on intractable issues. Like, now that we've solved fraud, we'll move on to foreign policy.
That'll work.
This will be solved very quickly. Oh my God. I'm so happy to be here. We're talking about one of the greatest mayors in American history.
I agree.
I think we all can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Probably the best.
Eric Adams, the myth maker extraordinaire, if you will.
He was the Istanbul of mayors, I would say.
The center.
Yeah.
The center of it. He told stories upon stories upon stories.
The Mecca of mayors, some would say.
He is the Port-au-Prince of the Brooklyn of Istanbul.
Yes.
But, you know, some would say that he was doing all these stories for the betterment of man or just to chase clout and get some juice.
Yeah.
In his own book, he's claimed that he's a skateboarder, that he also...
I have never imagined Eric Adams skateboarding. I imagine it's like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, that's totally what he looks like, a Ninja Turtle. He's Bart Simpson.
Getting pizza. Yeah, he's Bart Simpson. That's it.
And this is the weird thing. He like rebranded a sex worker that he robbed as a pet rat. We'll get into that later.
Okay.
That's a weird one.
Yeah.
I said that.
That's not a real sex.
That sounds like
Real
a
sex.
horrific.
Don't clip that and take that out of context. I don't know how you would.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, of course, we know him as a police officer. We know him as the New York State Senator, Brooklyn Borough President, and, of course, most recently, an agent of the Turkish government. Of course, I mean, the New York City mayor.
Agent of truth,
Agent,
I would say.
Yeah.
Yes. And just so you know, you are going to hear us say allegedly a lot because a lot of the sources we pulled from are from him. And then we tried to cross-reference it and we didn't get much. We got close, but some of it we should mention. We will try to temper what we're saying. Just a little tiny bit.
Arguably, don't believe anything we say.
Yeah.
And some would say you should do the same for Eric Adams. So
Yeah.
that's why he's on this episode right now.
Yeah. We're more trustworthy. But no, we are more trustworthy than Eric Adams. I'm going to go.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe not Ariel, but
I
think
am. Maybe not Justin. Justin is the one we have to, the wild card.
I tell the truth.
That, you know what? You're right. Actually, that's true. He does tell the truth.
And the truth
we
is
don't
not
like,
clean.
we don't like the truth that we hear.
I tell the truth even when I lie. The Scarface said.
Justin Williams.
okay, let's get into it here. We ready?
Let's do it.
Oh, God, it's so good to be back with you guys. Eric Adams, born in 1960 in Brownsville, Brooklyn.
Okay.
I once got my hair braided in Brownsville. And
I actually don't believe that.
What? No, I did. I brought cupcakes. A woman, when I was fixing Apple computers at this place called TechServe, she came in and she saw that my hair was real big, as like all afro, and I was like fixing her computer. She's like, "You should come over and I'll do your hair. I'll give you rose." And I was like, "That sounds amazing. I've always wanted to do that." And she like gave me her number, and I went out and I walked into the Brownsville, a public housing. And it was just me with my little afro and a pink box of cupcakes. And
Wow.
I walked in and I got.
So you paid her in cupcakes.
No, I paid her in cash
In
and
cash, okay.
cupcakes.
Okay.
I'm not, I am a classy
So-
guy. I don't come empty-handed.
When you said braided, I did not assume cornrows. I imagined little like Stevie Wonder braids with little bobos. So that's why I was like, Seena got braided? Why?
I went through a big Sean Paul phase.
Yeah, okay.
It's,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Unapologetic.
like, you're going to Brownsville to get your hair braided.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
He's changed.
All right, so Eric Adams, fourth of six kid. She worked 2 jobs. She was a house cleaner and a cook. Dad's a butcher, but he's also an alcoholic. We also love that. That happens a lot with our
Yeah,
fraudsters.
it happens a lot.
Yeah.
Dad was a womanizer who eventually leaves the picture. And the family lives in tenements, so it's very unstable. And allegedly, here we go,
Allegedly.
Eric brought a bag of clothes to school every day in case his family was evicted while he was in class.
oh, that's sad.
That's sad.
It is
I
sad.
believe that.
Yeah,
That
right?
seems like a believable
Okay.
Like
origin.
1970s era New York
Yeah.
City. Yeah, that sounds,
Yeah.
Around 67, his mom saves enough to move them to South Jamaica, Queens. It's better, but not by much. In his early teens, Eric joins a gang called the Seven Crowns.
Okay.
And in 1974, someone hits him from behind with a nail-studded bat during a gang fight, splitting his scalp, and he still has the scar.
Oh no.
That's the era of gangs we got to get back to, like the Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no guns. You just have a bat with a nail in it, or like that kind of stuff. Like you
You
have
just take the
chaps
bat
on.
from a kid who's playing like wiffle ball. You're like, give me that bat, and then he just starts
Well, it's probably not a
hammering.
wiffle ball
Well,
bat.
no, right?
It is a
Right, wrong
real
kind of bat.
deal wooden bat that we're
Yeah.
adding nails to.
God.
I do agree. I think we should go back to that era.
It's
Let's
like-
fight with fists.
It's like, hey, you ready for the fight? It's like, no, hold on. I'm still hammering. And by 15, he's running numbers and holding money for old hustlers. So that's like a little bit of his early time. Ariel, you want to take us into this rat incident?
Yeah,
Which I think
I'll take you to the rat incident so that we could be more clearly unclear about it.
Yeah.
So the story gets complicated around here. So Adams and his older brother Conrad are arrested for robbing a woman named Mickey. She's a dancer and part-time sex worker, and that's okay. We love that about her. Eric had been running her errands, helping her with groceries after she broke her leg. When she healed up and didn't want him around anymore, he demanded payment. When she refused, he and Conrad let himself in with a key and stole her TV and a money order. They got caught trying to cash it. He's just not very good at being a scammer. In the beginning, he wasn't very good at it. In later interviews, Adams would claim that he had a pet rat named Mickey, not to be confused with the stripper girl named Mickey
that he robbed.
that he robbed. Given what actually happened with Mickey the person, this is almost certainly a deliberate rewrite of his own history.
Is this how you disassociate from doing something bad?
Yeah, I think so.
You just kind of like anthropomorphize
You're like, oh, I
some animal with the
remember
person.
There might have been someone in my past named Mickey. You know what they remind me of? A rat. So maybe it's also him trying to be shady.
It's also him just not having much imagination. He's like, Mickey, you mean Mickey Mouse, my friend?
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Maybe it's that.
It's like,
I think maybe we're overthinking it when
yeah.
really it's just Mickey Mouse. You're right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You're right. I thought he was
like-
trying to be shady, but
like,
it's
no, you're not friends
He's
with
not trying to be
Mickey
mean.
Mouse.
He's actually loving.
yeah. He's just like,
cute.
this is. I love Mickey
He
Mouse.
fondly remembers.
Oh, where's my money order?
And I think a lot of us have heard this next story from him. And it's when he was in custody in 1975. 2 white cops take Eric and Conrad to the precinct basement for what the officers, they would just casually call it a quote unquote beatdown.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
And they would focus on, and this is allegedly, on the groin and testicles where the bruises would be hidden, but not in your heart, because that's going to last a lifetime.
That's a lifetime, yeah.
For 7 days afterwards, Eric's urine was apparently filled with blood.
Hey, I believe this.
Yeah.
This is one thing I believe. I mean, I'm going to believe a couple things Eric Adams has to say, and then it just goes off the rails, I think.
This is 1970 still, right?
Yeah.
75.
Yeah, 1970s, like NYPD is basically just like another gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They only stopped apparently when a black cop came in and told the white officers that's enough.
Yeah.
And Conrad is traumatized. He becomes wary of police for the rest of his life. But Eric, and this is where, again, the origin story starts to happen. He responds completely differently. In a 1999 interview, he said, quote, "This black guy was able to go among those white guys and stop this. He got juice. Juice, as the kids would say. So to see this brother almost being the equal of white folks, I liked that.
Yeah.
And that...
I don't know.
Do you think this is like a traumatized kid that did actually want to change the system, or did he just want the power that he saw?
He saw power.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was immediately gonna be like, no, this is the power origin story.
Yeah.
This is him wanting power, and he continues throughout his life.
Hey, honkies, if anybody is going to beat black nuts in here, it's going to be me.
Right.
He's
Really?
had enough.
Is that Eric?
No, that's the cop. That's the cop.
That's
that's
the
saying
cop.
it.
Yeah.
It's John Shaft comes in.
Oh.
Hey, you honkies, stop beating them black nuts. Beat it, jive turkey.
Do you think if he didn't get beat up, would he still have that, or do you think that was in him?
No, I think he needed that to see. It fueled
it.
his lust for power.
Yeah.
So instead of seeing it the way his brother saw it, getting traumatized and stuff, he was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
I could be this."
Yeah.
Such a weird
This
trauma
king
response.
among men.
It's not inspiring. It's actually
No.
the dark. This is Magneto's origin story.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's like, I was in a concentration camp, and that's when I realized humans
Yeah.
can never be trusted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Magneto.
So now we're talking like 1984, 2006. So influenced by Reverend Herbert Daughtry, a Brooklyn activist who pushed young black men to join the NYPD as a form of subversion, Eric Adams goes to college and then the police academy. He graduates second in his class, salutatorian, and when he discovers the valedictorian had a lower average, his commander tells him, "Welcome to the police department. Don't make waves."
Do you think like the whole change your party affiliation to Republican and infiltrate the Republican Party? Do you think that works? Do you think people? I don't just like become a cop so you can infiltrate.
So far, I have not
NYPD?
seen it work. It could. Maybe it could work. I haven't seen it work at all. Do you know anybody that's made it happen, Justin?
Yes. So Fannie Lou Hamer, when she formed the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party, it was like the Democratic Party in the South was the party of white supremacy. So she's like, let's all register as Democrats. But it worked. The Democratic Party became not the party of white supremacy, but all the white people just became Republicans.
Oh, okay, so they moved.
They just moved. Yeah. But no, I will say though, that's kind of interesting backstory. Like some black preacher that this is kind of like Black Klansman / The Departed a little bit. Like what you got to do is infiltrate, and then then you clip to Eric Adams with the bagpipes and the. This would be like a good thriller about he was actually a black secret agent, and
He spends 22 years as a cop. He's never the run and gun street cop. He's described as a thinking man's officer. Wow. Using data to track crime, working computers, building his profile, he founds 100 blacks in law enforcement who care as a way of distancing himself from Giuliani. It was an independent group of black cops who go to churches and schools to teach black kids how to survive encounters with police. Turn on the dome light, hands on the steering wheel, don't reach for anything without announcing it. Has that worked for us thus far? I mean,
but he's still doing a form of community policing, right? It's like as flawed as it is, he's still kind of going back. It's like the more you get into this, I do see the appeal when you say, because during this time, Giuliani's like leading white cops to like riot.
Yeah.
So in comparison, in the context of his time, this is very progressive stuff.
Yeah, you got to think about the time period.
Yeah.
So Al Sharpton then tells Adams he's teaching black kids to live under oppression. Whoops-a-days. Les Payne, a Newsday columnist, calls him a, quote, misguided black police officer, encouraging submission to stop and frisk. And then Adams fires back. Les Payne and Sharpton are romanticizing who the police and people on the street are. They don't see the people who get beat down for not taking their hands out their pockets. Let's defy, but defy as intelligent adults.
That was incredible.
Thank you.
And that was big Al Sharpton, by the way. It wasn't the Al Sharpton you see now. That was the big one with the chain.
The big one was
yeah.
real
That was-
serious.
And he's like, this is outrage.
This is Jerry Springer, Al Sharpton.
Yeah.
I miss Big Al
Eric
Sharpton.
Adams is a coon. It's like, that's the same stuff he would say back then.
No, that's what he
We're
would
going to march on you, Eric Adams. We want all coons out by sundown.
But they would make up though. They would eventually make up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they eventually stopped doing these classes from pressure from Sharpton and Payne.
Yeah.
And notably, Sharpton would come to Adams' defense multiple times last year.
When like all the charges were happening. It was that was nice.
So like Ozempic, Al Sharpton came in and
I think Al Sharpton got his stomach staple.
yes, it was like pre-Ozempic.
Yeah.
I don't like skinny Al Sharpton. I don't think that not everyone should be skinny.
It does not wear on him well. I don't know.
No.
He's got kind of like a big head, but but it's also funny that Sharpton's such a race man that of course he would defend. He'd be like, it would only be Al Sharpton would be the only black person to defend Eric Adams, like in the current context.
Yeah.
Like, this is an outrage. They done framed this brother.
He's like, actually, wait a minute. I've come back around.
Now that white people dislike him, Al Sharpton's like, actually, Eric Adams is great.
This is a tragedy and a travesty.
So he became a state senator like in 2006, and there was this incredible moment in the state Senate after he retires. He went state. He retires from the NYPD, becomes a state senator, and almost immediately when he gets into office, Governor Spitzer demands that state lawmakers accept raises only with a package of ethics reforms. And so Adams goes to the Senate floor and delivers a huge rant. All right, let's go to this clip of Eric Adams, state senator Eric Adams, delivering a very impassioned speech about how he's underpaid.
Okay.
Half the year we don't see our family.
Oh.
And we are ashamed to say we deserve a raise. Well, I'll be darned if I'm ashamed to say it. I deserve a raise. I deserve to be paid more. And I'm only a freshman and I'm already complaining. We better vote on a raise and make sure we get paid more. And I say that to the governor, I say that to the mayor, I say that to anyone. And anyone here that believe you are so marginal that you want to be a porpoise, then you do it on your own. Show me the money. Show me the money.
Oh my God.
That's what it's all about. We deserve more money. We deserve to be paid for the job we're doing.
Senator Adams, I believe you've made your point in the 2 minutes. How do you vote?
Give me
I
$5.
deserve a raise, and I believe that the judges do also. I voted for
Not paying by the hour, Senator.
Oh my God.
That's funny. I don't know. So if I was a youth in 2007, but if I was following his career and I just remembered that speech, I too would have voted for him for mayor because I'm just like, oh man, he's just a plucky young upstart.
But what about, it's public, it's supposed to be public service.
Yeah. He's like, we haven't seen our families. I don't think Eric Adams has ever been married.
No, he doesn't have a family.
Right, he's probably got.
I mean, he's got families.
I haven't seen my cousins.
No, he's got families in different area codes, and that's.
But for context,
he's got to get them
apparently
paid.
State senators were making more than the median state salary for 6 months of work, per diems and perks on top.
Yeah.
So,
well, he was also getting paid extra time. He was actually, because he was a detective that was suspicious of Dexter. He looks like Dokes. He looks like Dokes in that.
He does look like Dokes in that. That's fair. Dexter reference. Yes. We're gaining them back after you called them coons.
Coons.
And now they're going to have to, so many LPN listeners are going to have to Google coon.
And then erase their browser history.
Okay.
we're going to take a quick break from network ads, but a gentle reminder that you can help us not depend on advertising by signing up for our Patreon at patreon.com/fraudsters. You'll get extra content and even the ability to be in a private chat with us.
That's right. So don't forget, patreon.com/fraudsters. Hang out with us. So Adams becomes close with Hiram Montserrat, a fellow former cop turned senator with a devoted Queens following. In 2008, Montserrat is arrested for slashing his girlfriend's face with a piece of glass.
Jesus Christ.
Adams defends him, claiming police are railroading a reformer.
This is like one of the big first examples of this loyalty thing that he has, where he is extremely loyal to certain people that are also loyal to him or that he feels like a connection to.
Yeah.
And we all know where loyalty kind of ends up.
My loyalty ends with you slashing anyone with
I
a
think
piece of
general
glass.
slashing.
General slashing, that's where my loyalty ends.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, in 2010, after Montserrat is convicted of the assault, the Senate votes to expel him. Adams is only one of 8 who vote against the expulsion. And after the vote, he allegedly storms out saying, "Fuck all y'all."
Fuck all y'all. I need to get paid more too.
Fuck all y'all, in parentheses, show me the money. That's my latest single. He later claims his opposition was procedural, but he attends Montserrat's wedding in 2016 and a campaign birthday party in 2018 when Montserrat is mounting a comeback after serving 21 months in federal prison for corruption. Adams doesn't publicly disavow him until February 2021, which is pretty recent, when he's running for mayor and it becomes politically necessary to drop this asshole.
I think it's like such a great turn that just tells you so much about the guy. Also, New York politics. You slashed somebody. You got convicted of and
You were
went to prison
convicted.
and got charged with corruption, and you got expelled. And now you're like, you know what I'm gonna do? Make a comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, and you're like, Eric's got my back. That's crazy.
He ran on people get slashed every day beat.
You know, it's just the level of shamelessness. I think I'm actually always surprised by.
Yeah.
Me too. I am still continuing to be surprised by the lack of shame just everywhere.
Yeah.
As a whole, everyone. And mostly Justin's shamelessness is what I'm talking
It
about.
is truly. We don't know what to do with you.
I don't know what's going to happen next.
I hope to build a base in Newark that it's that loyal, where they're like, but didn't Justin murder people? And they're like, what murder?
What murder?
He's the best guy around.
They're railroading him because they don't like his club.
They never wanted to see a black man have a cocktail bar.
They don't.
They don't want to see that.
They don't want to
That's
see
the
it.
top of the white man's list.
Justin Williams having a cocktail bar.
So this next story is kind of where he starts really being able to leverage his power, which this is what really excites me, this kind of stuff.
So we're getting in here.
2010, Adams and Senate leader John Sampson are in charge of recommending which company wins a contract for a new casino at the Aqueduct Racetrack in Queens. Just that. Just like you guys are the ones that get to decide. I mean, he's just so excited. I can just imagine. He's like, you're gonna let me do this? Okay. Sampson later admits leaking an internal Senate document to AEG, the company that ends up winning the bid. AEG reps attend an Adams fundraiser and donate to his campaign. Adams joins AEG reps, Sampson, and the governor for dinner, then later denies he was there, claiming he just happened to be at the same restaurant. And State Inspector General, the Inspector General writes that this, quote, strains credulity. It's like, he went to the thesaurus, was like, how do I thesaurus bullshit?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what we like to call reaching or gaslighting. We just happened to be at the same restaurant, baby. Come on. We sat at the same table. We ate dinner together. We broke bread. That don't mean that's my girl.
I just wanted to borrow the salt. And then I sat down for a minute.
I sat down. She ended up at my home.
AEG wins the contract. And you would think if you're a public official, they win the contract, you move on with your day. You've got the business of the people to attend to. Mm-hmm. But no, Eric Adams worked very hard to help them get this contract. And so he goes to the lobbyist's house for a victory celebration.
It's fine.
The Inspector General calls this as well, at minimum, quote, exceedingly poor judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Sampson Adams, he's like political mentor, gets caught stealing $400,000 from foreclosed home sales and asking a prosecutor for the names of witnesses so he could, quote, take them out.
Oh.
Adams tries to...
Wait, take them out
kill them or take them out to dinner?
or dinner.
Oh, I don't think it's to dinner.
Oh,
Can you give me the name
I
of
thought
the
he was trying to
witness?
massage the situation a
I'm
little
gonna take
bit.
him out to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Adams tries to rally Democrats to support Sampson. They refuse. Adams again storms out. It says,
Show me the money.
I don't understand. You just pick the wrong people every single time, or is just everyone wrong?
I think maybe he's clearly getting something from this. So he's going to pick the wrong people, but he is the wrong person. Let's not
magnet
defend this.
of
He's
wrong
not, yeah,
people.
he's not like a good guy that happens to get in these bad situations.
Yeah.
This is his circle. He's into this shit.
Yeah.
No, but it's the evolution of his business model, right?
Yeah.
He's publicly displaying that he will never flip on you.
Yeah.
And so it's like...
And they know, and that loud and clear.
Yeah. No, I see it. I hear it.
This man can be trusted.
Yes.
To be untrustworthy.
You put your money with this guy, he'll never give you up.
Let me talk about Frank Corona, then you jump into
okay.
the turkey stuff, right?
Let's do
Okay.
it.
So around 2012, and this guy is going to be important later, Adams gets close to Frank Corona, lead counsel for the Brooklyn Democratic Party. Remember, because this guy's going to come in and be important later. Corona is a major power broker behind the scenes, and his firm, Abrams Fensterman, is connected to Cuomo and Schumer donors. A senior Senate aide would later say, quote, "He just wasn't a team player. In a way, that's true for everybody in politics, but you always got the sense that the thing Eric Adams cared most about was what was in it for Eric Adams."
You don't say.
Yeah.
And it's like, is that so bad? Is that so bad?
Is it so bad to be a little selfish?
You just want to look out for yourself, look out for number
That's
one.
okay. And his family.
And his family.
His family.
My family is me, myself, and I. At the end of his Senate tenure, Democrats are so suspicious of Adams that one, Shirley Huntley of Queens, starts secretly taping her conversations with Adams while she was under investigation for corruption, hoping to use that as leverage against the jail time.
I'm a fan of Shirley Huntley from Queens. That's who I want to be around because she
Like,
is
surely Eric is going to say something incriminating.
ridiculous. Yeah. Oh,
But it didn't work. It didn't work. This man's Teflon.
Yeah. So this is when he starts to take a Turkish turn,
If you will. Yeah.
if you will. So in 2013, Adams becomes Brooklyn Borough President, the first Black person to hold the position. He runs unopposed, partly because Corona helped kick his opponent off of the ballot completely. Soon after inauguration, he says out loud that he's running for mayor in 8 years.
Who does that?
And
You know
I
what?
think-
I'm gonna run for mayor.
Because I think Brooklyn Borough President, I don't know if, the New York listeners will probably know, but a lot of people may not know, you're not really the president of anything. The mayor
just a
still
guy.
runs the city.
Yeah.
It's like somewhat of a figurehead role. You're like in charge of helping business kind of come to Brooklyn and stuff like that, which, capitalism works pretty well without the Brooklyn Borough President. There's really ceremonial. You go eat food and take nice photos and stuff
It's
like
a
that.
resume builder.
It's clearly for him a resume builder.
Yeah. So everyone knows that this is a largely ceremonial role and a stepping stone, but saying it out loud is vintage Adams. He cannot help himself. That is his whole thing. So this is when we talk about the One Brooklyn Fund. In the image of Sean King, but you know what? Sean King maybe learned from Eric Adams. He set up a nonprofit that operated in some ethical gray areas, and it was called the One Brooklyn Fund. And this was right after he was sworn in as the Brooklyn Borough President. So, of course, on its face, it was a really good idea. It's a nonprofit. It's supposed to reach out to the community, do award galas at the Brooklyn Museum. But in practice, believe it or not, it was a political shell. Can you believe?
Oh, shocked.
Color me shocked. New York has a very strict campaign finance law. Caps on donations, you have to disclose everything, a lot of oversight, and the moment you declare you're running for something, the rule book is even more strict. But a charity, well, you're not running for anything. A charity can take money from anyone in any amount, and no one can ask any questions. You just do the paperwork at the end of the year, and that's it.
Yeah.
Kind of a good idea. Again, if you have been paying attention to this podcast at all, know that starting a nonprofit will make you money.
Yeah, you can do it.
You can do it
You can be
too.
a millionaire.
The fund pulled in between $300,000 and $500,000 a year. Of course, Some of it went to legitimate charitable work, but a chunk of it went to galas, where nearly 70% of the money raised went right back into paying for the gala itself.
It's like a classic nonprofit charity move, right?
Yeah.
Where you like, I start a nonprofit or whatever, and then you invite all the wealthy people, they donate, and then you got to cover your expenses.
Yeah.
And so your expenses are marked up 1,000%, and then you pay your expenses, and then
no
the
choice.
kids get a couple meals. The kids
A meal or two,
you
but
know.
I had no choice. I had to have these galas.
We bought basketballs for 10 schools.
One basketball per school.
Yeah.
So just so you know, 70% of the money being raised going back into the gala itself, that's a little above industry standard for those who are not in the know. So these were not exactly fundraisers. They were relationship building events. This is networking, as some would say. Adams would give out awards to prominent local businesses or community figures. And then all of a sudden, they'd be very supportive of his future mayoral campaign. Isn't that, again, incredible how this works? And then there was Borough Hall. Good old Borough Hall. See, Adams charged the outside group to use the building, a public municipal building. He would charge for after-hours events. Standard practice says those fees go into the city's general fund. But Adams had them routed to One Brooklyn's private event account instead.
Because he wanted to use them for the children.
Yes, the 4 basketballs that go to the schools. So over the next 4 years, that arrangement netted roughly $300,000, money that normally belongs to the city. Now, I know that may not seem like a ton of money when you're thinking about New York City and a lot of venues and galas and parties for all that kind of stuff, but it is money that he didn't have to account for. And it's money that could win influence.
Yeah.
And the beauty was that it was all legal. So many of our fraudsters are able to navigate right around the technicalities of laws. But what's important here is that it sets up a history and his ability to navigate the rules for his own benefit.
He's the thinking man's police officer.
Yeah.
And he's
to this
the
day.
thinking man's politician.
Yes. And the thinking man's con man.
Exactly. And so you're able to find natural ways to evade, disclosure laws. And again, it's not a lot of money when you look at New York City's budget, but still, it's your money. You get to use that money. You get to build. And also, we should not discount when you give a person an award, what it makes them feel and the amount that relationship builds over time and the attention you get and the accolades that other people give that person that you just gave the award to and the status.
Yeah.
All that stuff matters. He knew.
I'm thinking that the more we talk about Eric Adams, that he saw white people doing the same shit and he's like, why can't I do it too?
Yeah.
That's really,
I agree.
that's his whole thing.
Yeah.
I see white people acting up and I want to get in on that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it.
No, this is American Gangster. It's like that. What makes him sympathetic is that he's like the first class of black guy to get entry into these rooms.
Yeah.
You remember the scene where the Italian gangster? Oh no, it's actually when the cop has him, right, and he's like, you got to flip on all these people. It's like they're not going to tolerate you establishing your own organization,
Right.
Because you're a black guy. You represent
Right.
progress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like totally that. It's like black guy with access to shady contractor guys.
Yeah.
And of course, you're going to go to his gala. You're inclusive. You love diversity.
Yeah. I love a gala.
I'm pro-black. I'm going to
And
this
I love
black
to
man's
make-
gala.
I love to make sure the kids at the schools have basketballs or whatever. So I'm going.
It's just, it's like, and I've seen, again, tons of wealthy white people do this and stuff like that, but I just love the idea of like, I start a charity, it costs $10 million, $9,999,000.
It goes to advertising.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
And it's
we're
salary.
doing this for the kids. It's just everywhere, right?
Yeah.
All right. So in 2015, this is where, so we just kind of like set up his ability, right, to navigate all the legality of getting money into his political operation. And so he's Brooklyn Borough president. And, again, it's a ceremonial position. But for some reason, he accepts 2 trips to Turkey, arranged by the Turkish consulate general and 2 promoters.
Now, what's wrong with that?
You know what? You're right. There's nothing wrong with that. Who doesn't want to go to Turkey?
Who doesn't want to go to Turkey?
The people of Brooklyn
Greece, but
are heavily invested.
Greeks hate Turks.
Yeah, it was the Armenians. Anyways, Arda Sayaner, whose business explicitly involved connecting Turkish corporations to influential politicians, and Reyhan Özagur, who would later become consul general of Turkish Airlines, which is part owned by the Turkish government and also a wonderful sponsor of this episode.
Thank you, Turkish Airlines.
Thank you, Turkish Airlines.
Turkish Airlines provided free business class tickets to Adams. So Adams was also introduced. I know these are a lot of Turkish names to remember, but they're going to be important, and I'm almost certainly mispronouncing all of them. Yep. Adams was also introduced to Cenk Okel, the airline's New York general manager, and a wealthy Turkish businessman, including Enver Yücel. So lots of Turkish power brokers are now in the Adams orbit.
So this is about 10 years ago.
And in the summer of 2017, Eric Adams and his son and a close aide took a beautiful international trip through Nice, Istanbul, Colombo, and Beijing.
And you know they say Beijing is the Istanbul
Of Nice.
of
Of
Nice.
the East. There we go.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after this message from Turkish Airlines. And did he pay out of his own pocket for these business class seats? No. Free tickets, $35,000 of airfare.
I have to ask, because I've only ever flown economy. Is business class better than first class?
Yes.
I thought it was below first class, but above.
Wait, I want to hear what Justin has to say. He's first class on Spirit.
Yeah.
So I want to
RIP.
hear a real first class.
Well, it's not comparable. Business class on Spirit means you get seltzer, and that's it.
I think you said you got ginger ale, not even seltzer?
Yeah, you get ginger ale,
Okay.
seltzer, and you look back and everybody else is like starving.
Sayaner arranged a stay in the Cosmopolitan suite at the St. Regis Hotel for them in Istanbul. Adams paid less than, so the Cosmopolitan suite, I mean, it's got to be expensive.
Nice.
Adams paid less than $600 for a room that's roughly $7,000.
I was gonna say, St. Regis Hotel, isn't that a Four Seasons?
Yeah, it's a very fancy hotel.
I've been to that hotel.
Yeah.
Paying anything less than like
Thousands.
Yeah, it's like it's $600 for a cocktail on the roof of that place.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So he knows this is totally illegal. Okay, so what's the thinking man gonna do? Okay, so he creates a paper trail. He falsely claims via email to have left. This is my favorite. Okay,
Via email.
via email.
Turns out.
He sends a note to his assistant, and he says, "I left $10,000 cash in an envelope in a desk drawer to pay for the flights."
Okay.
That envelope and that cash does not exist, never existed, and never happened.
And even if it doesn't make the story, it doesn't clear it up.
Yeah.
Like anytime there's an envelope with cash, it's like nothing above board is happening.
Yeah, what?
$1,000. Could
Also-
the maids took it?
If you
I
got
don't
that money,
know.
why don't you put it on your credit card and get the points?
I
Yeah.
had a lot of points on Spirit that disappeared.
I know.
They did. Oh yeah, did they transfer anywhere?
No.
To hell.
No, I just woke up and I flew on Spirit to Jersey and then was trying to go back to my house in Detroit. Woke up the next day, opened the app, and they're just like, it's over. That's all the app said.
Did it really?
Yeah, it was like, it's finished, bro.
That's
Don't even try to rebook.
so
Were
funny.
you like, but I'm a platinum status?
Don't they know who I am?
It was like, don't even call us about those points. It's
Damn.
over. Yeah.
So when an Adams staffer texts him about all these things, right? And it's like, what is
Why you
happening?
have me look for an envelope
Yeah.
of cash?
He says to him, to be on the safe side, this is a quote, to be on the safe side, please delete all messages you send me. And Eric Adams responds, quote, always do.
That's
Clearly, those text messages managed to pop up in court documents later.
Yeah.
So
There's other things called the cloud.
Yeah, deleting things, again, for our listeners, if you've just started listening, deleting a text message doesn't mean it doesn't exist anymore.
you
It
got to
means
go to
that-
the cloud.
Yeah, the cloud is still there. And even then, the
You never
government
know.
has access.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in
Sorry.
2018, remember, he wants to run for mayor.
I didn't forget.
So he can't legally take campaign contributions from foreign nationals. So he needs to create a straw donor, okay? Which means someone else is going to take the money and then funnel it into his campaign. So foreign cash comes through a U.S. citizen, and that U.S. citizen donates to his campaign. Are there text messages? Of course not. But there are from a Turkish entrepreneur who just spelled out the whole thing for him. This is a quote. "We'll make the donation through an American citizen in the U.S., a Turk. I'll give cash to him in Turkey, or I'll send it to an American."
Somebody from Turkey, or maybe a guy from Cleveland.
Yeah.
You know.
Anybody.
When his liaison asked Adams whether to pursue these illegal donations, he explicitly said to proceed. You want to say?
We're going to proceed with the illegal activities.
Go on.
Send.
So now this is 2021. Erden Arkan, Turkish owner of a construction company, he decided, like any free citizen, that he wanted to host a fundraiser for Eric Adams, his go-to guy, in May of 2021. He's just a guy that happens to know another guy. There's nothing wrong with that.
Eric Adams represents the prosperity of the Turkish people in Brooklyn
And I
in New
think
York
that's
City.
beautiful.
Yeah, guys.
Keep up. At the direction of Turkish officials, 10 of his employees each donated $1,250 to the Adams campaign, and then Arkin secretly reimbursed them. That's interesting. These illegal straw donations.
These guys come with like,
Like-
orange vests.
I'm thinking that they're like beat
"Here's
up.
$12.50.
They got beat up and they're like walking in, stumbling in. Here's $12.50, please. So these illegal straw donations were used to then unlock the 8-to-1 New York City public matching funds, turning each of those $1,250 donations into up to $2,000 in stolen taxpayer money.
If you remember, the Mamdani campaign actually told people to stop sending money because they hit the minimum for the matching funds.
Yeah.
Conversely, Eric Adams was like, "Oh, I'm going to definitely hit this
Yeah,
minimum."
give me more. Show me the money.
Yeah.
Okay. So now in June, Adams is going to be the mayor-elect, and staffer Rana Apsova booked last-minute flights to Istanbul, which is
'Cause you-
the Istanbul of Istanbul.
Of Constantinople.
Ocal offered to charge just $50. Abasova rejected it as too low, writing, quote, "We don't want him to say he's flying for free. At the moment, the media's attention is on Eric." So they settled on $1,000. When it came to the hotel, Ocal said, "Why does he care? He's not going to pay. His name won't be on anything either." And she responded, "Let it be somewhat real."
Let's try to at least go through the motions.
Come on. So Adams ends up paying about
Wait, so I love that corruption is annoying.
And corruption is annoying, and it's also just like no one's really good at it.
Yeah.
It's just like people stumbling over things like, "Please delete my messages. Let it be kind of real, please. Are you deleting this?" What are we talking about? My head. Adams ends up paying about $2,200 for economy tickets and is immediately upgraded to business class for free. The actual value of the trip, with the 4-season stay, yacht tour, luxury beach resort, car, and driver, at least $8,500.
Like, when I was like reading about all this and like even just see initially, like you hear Eric Adams and Turkey and all this stuff, like what do the Turks want? What could they possibly want?
Maybe they see him like North Korea sees Dennis Rodman. Like a liaison.
Well, honestly, that's more above board than what ended up the Turkish government really wanted.
Oh, okay. I tried my best. I keep trying to help everyone out.
Yeah.
They're not making it easy.
Well, it turns out, though, in September of 2021, Turkey was building the Turkish House, a massive $300 million skyscraper that would serve as the headquarters of multiple Turkish diplomatic missions in New York City.
Yeah.
President Erdogan wanted to do a big ribbon cutting ceremony, and the building needed to pass fire inspection.
Wow.
Who's going to help you pass that fire inspection, I wonder? Here's the problem. This building apparently had a ton of fire code violations.
Yeah.
So
It was on
Turkish
fire.
house can kill you.
Yeah. So Oziger calls in the favor. Adams pressures the FDNY to approve the building despite the violations, which is honestly the only code that matters in a
Is a
building.
fire code.
Is the fire code.
And
the elevator code, I guess.
And there is nothing in New York City history that says
Oh, yeah.
that fire protection in a giant skyscraper in Manhattan is something.
Nothing has ever,
No.
not to my memory.
Nope.
Nothing that Eric
I feel
Adams
like-
was totally
No.
a police officer for.
No.
I think I
has ever
forgot
happened.
something. Did I forget? I thought I was
You might
never
have
supposed
forgotten.
to.
You might have forgotten.
Get something. Anyways, Adams gets it done and relays his success over text that he didn't delete. Oziger says, "You are a true friend of Turkey," which is the funniest sentence ever said to a black person.
I think it's
I know.
cute.
That's kind of the only endearing thing about Adams.
I think it's cute.
because he is doing like white stuff. like he's being celebrated by the Turks. You're like, what?
So Adams responds, "Yes, even more a true friend of yours. You are my brother. I am here to help."
And he spells here wrong
Yes,
in the
he
text
says-
message. In case you guys wanted to know, I know this isn't a visual medium, but know that it's Hear.
Erdogan gets his ribbon cutting ceremony on September 20th. I mean, incredible.
In fairness to Erdogan, his first language is actually authoritarian.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you want to take us out?
Yeah, let's take it home.
Yeah.
So one last tidbit before we go. April of 2022, now he's mayor. Armenian Genocide Remembrance Day is coming up, and Adams is told by his staffer, who was told by the Turkish official Oziger, to not make any statement about it. So of course, he says nothing, because remember, he is a true friend of Turkey.
Yeah.
Thank you, Turkish Airlines.
Thank you, Turkish Airlines.
And this would be the first and only time in the history of New York City where politicians, due to politics, would fail to mention an ongoing
Yeah.
genocide.
Yeah. First time ever.
Never.
It would never happen again.
Never
First
happen again.
and last time. Okul, the Turkish Airlines manager, also texts Abasova, "It would suit me well to be lead or senior advisor." Then, when he doesn't hear back fast enough, "Lead, please. Happy face. Otherwise, seat number 52 is empty on the way back."
This guy's asking to be senior. The Turkish Airlines rep is asking to be senior advisor to the New York City mayor.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because New York City is the Istanbul.
Yes, it's true. It's true. I think
Here's what you should do with. I can't do a good Turkish accent. Here's what you should do with Brooklyn.
I think Eric Adams respond like Turkey and Eric Adams respond so well to each other because they speak the same way.
Yeah.
They're
talk
like
Turkey.
they talk Turkey. Wow.
Wow, there we go.
That's all you have to say about it.
Well,
That was the winner.
That's a good rep.
Adams puts him on the Infrastructure, Climate, and Sustainability Committee. After Adams wins the November 2021 election, Cierra texts Yusul, the Turkish businessman. He's going to talk to the, quote, elders in Ankara about how we can turn this into an advantage for our country's lobby.
Oh, and next episode, we are going to talk about the advantages.
I feel like so far there have been lots of advantages. but
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this juice? Is this him?
This is juice.
is-
I mean,
this
because
is
the
juice.
business flights are juicy.
That's juice, right?
Yeah.
This is just you directly have a direct contact to a like foreign government, and
Yeah.
this is like the dark side of globalization when you have like essentially no campaign finance law.
Yeah.
To where a city like New York just becomes an international money laundering scheme, and that's what all these like the Gulf states and all these places. It's the same thing,
Yeah. I just think it's such a novel way to get juice through this way that you just don't, I don't know, Turkey, it's just
Well, because also it's like then the American government isn't probably going to get you if you have like homies in Turkey that got you.
oh yeah, they got
and
your
you're
back.
okay.
And we're going to find out about that next week.
So exciting.
Welcome back to Fraudster Season 6. That's our first episode on Eric Adams. We've got part 2 coming up next week.
We talk more about Mickey.
And we talk more about Mickey. For Justin, Ariel, I'm Seena. We'll see you next time.
Bye.